Hey everyone, my name's Dan. This is the Leaf Anxiousness YouTube channel. So I've had quite a few requests to go over the failing white paint on my GX470. So really it's a very simple failure. It's just the paint doesn't stick to the vehicle. So I don't know exactly how much I needed to go over, other than saying, hey, look, just don't buy a white GX470. But okay, so the paint is called Blizzard Pearl, and it's not just on the GX470. I think they had issues on the GS, the LS, and similar Blizzard Pearl cars of the year. So mine's a 2005. The GX470 ran from 03 to 09, and I'm pretty sure every year Blizzard Pearl had problems. So when I first got mine, it was 2018, and there was some rumors going around that Lexus was giving a grace period recall to the 06 owners, which of course I am not. People on the internet were talking about how you could get them to, good faith, goodwill your paint job if you showed them photos. And so I went through the process, and of course they were not interested in handling my case, which is understandable. So when I first got it, it was not this bad. You can see like this stuff is not the paint. This is like some toothpaste looking stuff that the previous owner put on it. But this area, this area, this area, and this area were all really bad. These two are actually new. These popped up maybe like a month ago. We had some freezing weather, and I guess a little bit of water got under there, and they just cracked, and then it just separated. Pretty much if you drive behind me on the interstate, you can see paint coming off of this thing. So 2006 recall, mine's an 05. They said, sorry for your luck, buddy. Which I understand. Look, I am in no way gonna sit here and say that Lexus owes me a paint job. This thing is a 2005, so now it's 16 years old. It has almost 300,000 miles on it. They don't care, I mean, if it was breaking in half due to like frame rust, yeah, maybe there'd be a bigger problem. But look, the paint job failed after 300,000 miles. You know what I mean? You can't be so expecting, or entitled to a paint job just because you bought some third-hand Lexus SUV. You shouldn't be. You should not be that person. So from there, one of the issues, I'll try to find pictures to throw in here, but one of the issues when I first got it, sorry for the wind, was right here. And this is where you can also see the little like toothpaste substance that the previous owner put on there. And this is relatively new. This is probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months old. And so everything else is basically fine until you go to passenger side. This is new, this is new, and this is new. And sure, this is possibly caused by the snorkel like vibrating and stuff, but I mean, hey, it shouldn't be happening, but it is. It's not that big of a deal. More of the toothpaste substance. According to one of my friends who is a paint guy, he said it looks like just maybe a bad mix of the paint. It didn't adhere, but the prep work looks decent underneath it. So you could sand it down and paint over, obviously sand down the white paint and paint over the existing primer and stuff that is in good shape. But from what I understand, like a situation like mine, it would cost so much to basically strip all of the paint, because you would have to do basically every panel. For example, this door only has a little issue at the top, but you couldn't just paint this section. You would want to paint the whole door, or at least blend it, especially being a pearl color, because in light this is very like deep pearl, and there's no way for me to show it right now with there being no sunlight, but there is a really nice pearl in this paint that just wouldn't look good if you just touched it up. So At this point in time, I think Lexus is allowing the 08s and possibly the 09s and maybe the 08s. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. I think it's ridiculous that they're warrantying cars that are over 10 years old for paint. But they may be letting the 09s get their paint work done if they're having issues. And people with 08s are like, oh, let's get them to Goodwill hours. We're only a year out. Like, look, I've been doing this for 3 years now, so it's not going to happen. But like I said, you should not be expecting something just because you bought a fourth-hand beater Lexus. It doesn't mean they need to fix your paint. It just doesn't. So, my opinion, just don't buy a white GX470. I own a white GX470. I've attempted to sell my white GX470, and I'm sorry if you own a GX470 that's white and you're trying to sell it, I wouldn't buy it. I just recommend not buying it. Unless you're gonna go through basically what I'm gonna go through. So, yeah. I have some creative ideas on what to do to remedy the situation, and most likely what I'm going to end up doing is taking everything off and doing a bed liner finish. At this point, this thing is basically only a trail truck, if you will. I mean, I'm not a hardcore off-roader, but it does spend more time off-road than on. So, and you can see, I mean, it's got pinstripes everywhere. And I think getting like a Raptor liner kit is like $400 or $500, and I'll just paint the whole thing and call it a day. If it was not as bad as it is, I would paint it white because I really do love the pearl and the white, and it doesn't show the trail pinstripes that bad, but I mean, look, it's bad. It's really bad. So, I mean, it's one of the things that's on my list of things to do, but I think if you're interested in what I have going on here, I just put 35s on it, and I should have a video coming out about that very soon, as well as, I'm going to be Raptor lining the whole thing. And is it Raptor liner or Rhino liner? I don't know. It's all the same, I guess. It's bed liner. I'm going to be bed lining the entire thing. Color classified for now, and then yeah, I got some other plans here to do some more things to it, but don't buy a white GX470 unless you're going to paint it or do a bunch of stupid crap like I am to it. Here is a look at the roof. So I actually have my roof rack removed right now just because I was planning on doing some vinyl wrap and just wrapping the roof and the hood, but the paint just got so out of hand so fast. I'm just not interested in saving it. It's the whole, at least it's more than half of the roof at this point, and to be honest with you, it's only getting worse, and it's all the way even up at the front there. So yeah, don't buy a white one. Yeah, I mean, if you have a white one for sale, it sucks. I mean, hopefully the paint's in good shape, but I think at this point in these vehicles' age, like I said in one of my other videos, the newest GX470 is 11 years old, 12 years old now. So, it's a 12-year-old car. Don't expect the dealer to fix it for you. They're not your mommy and daddy. So, yeah, don't buy a white one.